So the Jurassic World franchise is kind of contentious, isn't it? Especially Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the newest to be released to date. Some people see it as a work that could rival the original film in story, action, and theme. Others see it as the franchise at its lowest point, which is really saying something.
Alan!
With some of the weakest characters and straight up nonsense. Now, I personally don't hate the movie. I mean, I'm a big Jurassic Park fan, so I'm willing to admit that there might be some bias there. But I can agree with most people in that two of the newest characters, Zia Rodriguez and Franklin Webb, are some of the most underwritten characters in the entire franchise. Now, why do I think this? Well, I honestly think that these characters could have been better.
How is that possible?
Okay, I mean, Franklin Webb would really need something of an overhaul.
Need some bug spray? Bug spray?
Zia, on the other hand, actually has a bit more going on in terms of possible character. When the press was first coming out about the movie and the Dinosaur Protection Group website first went up, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little excited about her. A badass, devoted dinosaur vet? Yeah, that's actually really cool. Then the movie comes out and they really shoot themselves in the foot with, this.
I have the dinosaur's best interests in mind. I'm a paleo-veterinarian. That's a real thing. No, I haven't seen one with my own eyes. You know, not everyone can afford to spend their life savings.
I also remember an interview around the time that was going around about how the character was supposed to be revealed to be a lesbian. It was supposed to be revealed with a line of dialogue stating, yeah, square jaw, good bone structure, tall muscles. I don't date men, but if I did, it'd be you. It would gross me out, but I would do it.
Give me 1 second. Let's get back to work.
Now, I don't know if that's the exact altercation, since, I mean, it could be paraphrased by Daniela Pineda, who plays Zia Rodriguez, but I don't know. Apparently the line was cut due to timing reasons. I'd have to say I agree with the cut for several other reasons. For one, it's really clunky. I'm imagining that this takes place like right after we leave the geothermic vents. I could possibly understand its purpose. This is the first time these two are going to be together, so, you know, we'd need like a little bit of banter to see how they play off each other. That's all fine and good, but this really feels forced. On top of that, it feels weird to have like the first LGBTQ character in the franchise to say, yeah, I'd go straight for you. I think the worst part is that this exchange really doesn't add much to Zia as a character. Now, I personally too would have cut these scenes. But then I would have told them to write something better. Yep, I thought it'd be a fun idea and play a little bit of script doctor. Zia herself had been bugging me since the film came out, and I watched it again on Blu-ray. And 3 times in theater.
Nerd!
Now, I'm not going to rewrite the entire movie. I'm approaching this like if there was a time crunch at Universal Studios and they needed a quick punch-up for the script. So, before I get really into this, I set up some rules for myself. I can't rework the character of Zia from the ground up. She still has to be like a snarky animal lover who's ready to go to the major extremes to defend the dinosaurs. I also can't add or subtract more than like 1 or 2 pages from the script. If you know how movies are written, it's typically known that 1 minute of movie equals 1 page of script. It's not a hard and fast rule, but that's the guideline I'm working with. Considering that the movie is already one of the longest films in the franchise, I figured 1 or 2 minutes wouldn't kill the movie. So, what would I change if Universal came to me?
It'll be easier if the story comes from you.
As you say, sir.
I would give more emphasis as to why Zia is going on this trip.
I'm a doctor, not a telemarketer. What is your job again?
I would start with the very first appearance. Remember the clip from earlier? This one?
I have the dinosaur's best interests in mind. I'm a paleo-veterinarian. That's a real thing. No, I haven't seen one with my own eyes.
Okay, so this time, the scene plays out exactly how it does before in the movie, but with a subtle change of dialogue. She actually has worked with a dinosaur before. In fact, she worked at Jurassic World before the incident. Now, during the scene, when we're kind of looking at her desk, but it's, kind of blurred out a little bit, I would add one item, a photo frame. You don't have to put emphasis on it, but have it there. Have it be of 2 people. Then, let the rest of the movie play out as it normally does. However, when Claire, Zia, and Franklin are entering onto the plane to go to Nublar, this is where my major reworking would take place. After Owen leans in, says his quippy one-liner, he's introduced to Zia. This is how it would play out. So how'd she rope you into this? Excuse me, I'm here because I actually care for the animals. I was a paleo vet. Oh yeah? Yeah. Met the love of my life there too. Zia reaches into her shirt and pulls out a necklace. The necklace is actually a rotten Brachiosaurus tooth on a golden chain. It has a major cavity and shows signs of extreme aging. It might even have something of a disgusting smell to it. Met her while taking this bad boy out of the old Brachiosaur. We finally got married last year. Cut to Owen in the background and the disgusting tooth in the foreground. So why isn't she on this wonderful trip? She's at home, trying to get adoption papers. Not that you'd know anything about children. Okay. Now I don't know about you, but that seems way better than nothing at all. Now why did I write it this way? 1, it gives Zia a much stronger reason to be on the island besides being a dinosaur activist. This would also explain why someone who has never seen a dinosaur before would know how to treat a dinosaur. It would also show that while Zia is a no-nonsense character, she has a bit of a soft spot. After all, who more than a loving spouse would keep something so disgusting on a golden chain and on her person at all times? I would also add in a part about the adoption since, well, it would help tie in at the end of the film with Claire and Owen, in essence, adopting Maisie. It also helps set up a strong contrast between Zia and Ken Wheatley, the third and, well, in my opinion, weakest of the big game hunter types in these films. Really think about this. What is one of Ken's defining features in the film?
I know.
Beautiful. You're gonna feel that when you wake up.
Getting teeth. It's outright shown that he's done this multiple times on dinosaurs, right? It's always done for his own benefit. Remember, he wants to make a necklace out of them, and, well, that's what gets him in the end. Contrast that to the one disgusting tooth that not only made a dinosaur feel better, but brought a couple together. You could even have it so that when Zia pops out of the van when they first get into the ruins of Jurassic World, she could say something like, "There she is," or, "Oh, she's beautiful." You could even keep in everything after the destruction of Nublar, since we now know she has a stronger reason to be involved in all this. Now, I'm not saying that I'm better than professional screenwriters. They're professionals for a reason. They got hired for a reason. I'm just some guy sitting alone in a closet recording this about how I would improve a film from a franchise that I've loved since I was a kid. Besides, they could absolutely expand on her and her partner in Jurassic World 3.
We've entered a new era. Welcome to Jurassic World.